nice.
Yes. A little bit less chunky.
Less chunky.
Can you try the ambiance?
Yeah.
It's a little much for my ear hole.
Better?
Yeah.
Oops.
Nope.
What did I just do? Okay. I don't freaking know.
Hello, everybody. Hello. What is up? We're doing things because we felt inspired to do the things. Generally, we don't do things this late at night. Good morning to everybody over, I would say, in the UK and anyone across, like,
Everyone's
overseas,
saying it's sounding so much
like,
better and everything. Hey, guys. Hey, yeah, we were having some technical difficulties. We just had to shut down our computer and start it back up again, and now we're good. So, why are we up? Well, we just can't sleep.
I was gonna say, why are we up? I wanted to go to bed at like 10 o'clock tonight.
You always want to go to bed
11,
at 10
12,
o'clock.
1. Like 3.5 hours ago, I wanted to go to bed.
It's so sweet of you to want things
It
that you
is.
can't have. It's okay. So here we are.
Internet.
Hello.
Feel like
so
but I am really, like, that all being aside, I am really excited to be here. Right now,
I am too. I just so randomly I was like, I kind of feel like going live, so I decided to post about it, and I got a whole bunch of you guys responding to me. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess let's set up the live. So here we are. Set up the mic, set up the camera, set up the lights, set up the things, did the stuff.
Billy says, my life is a technical difficulty. We feel ya.
I love that. See how cold my hands are?
Oh, I keep forgetting you have that tattoo.
Look at that. Bam! I got this from my friend Seamus, who did an incredible job on it. I'm not sure if he's watching tonight, but so a lot has been going on in the world lately, and so we decided, let's do a fun kind of spread that kind of showcases a little bit of each point of life right now. So we decided to go with Dark Side of the Moon. So that's why we're coming to you live with Moon and Vega. So the dark side of us, or our shadow sides, shadow selves. So we took the album Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd, and we took specifically we took song titles and turned them into questions.
We adapted it to tarot.
Yeah, we adapted it to tarot. So that's what the questions are. They are literally the song titles from the album.
The way that we interpreted some of their meetings, and so when it comes to legal stuff, this is all free. We are not getting paid for any of this, and we are not making any money off of this. This is just what we adapted, what we do to, the music that we like to listen to and that we think that everybody likes to listen to, most people.
Yeah, so how this works is all you have to do if you're coming to us from Facebook, you guys are getting one card pools. We're trying to get you guys to come over to YouTube and join us over on that side of the world. That side of the internet, rather. And you'll be getting 3 card pulls from YouTube. All you have to do in order to play along is subscribe and or follow us on Facebook and let us know that you've shared. Please share it as many places as you possibly can. Don't be stingy. Share it out. And that really helps us grow, get out of here, move up and out, and, get started on YouTube, basically. So please make sure to do those things. Let us know that you have followed and shared in the comment below with your question, and we'll go ahead and get to as many of you guys as we can tonight. And
real quick, hey, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
That's awesome. We have somebody from YouTube that says that they can't see anybody else in the chat. I think that's because We have a lot of other people in the chat, but
Yeah, they're from other
I
platforms.
think for right now,
it's just
for
you,
the
buddy.
moment might just be our only YouTube person at this.
Yeah, we only
hour.
started doing YouTube like, I don't know, maybe last month. So we only have like under 200 subscribers so far. So that's why we're trying to really expand on YouTube. So the more people we can get, the better it will be. Plus, if you're coming to us and you subscribe from YouTube, you get 3 questions or 3 cards instead of 1. So we're trying to do the things. All right, guys. So if you know us, you know how this works. Go ahead and drop your question below, letting us know you've shared and followed, and what you'd like to know tonight. And then, do you want to jump into the topic?
Yeah. Actually, I do. I do. If my phone will let me do it. All right. So tonight's topic is dark side of the moon. I gotta look up into the camera. It's so weird, like to figure out where to look. All right. So we have 6 questions tonight that you can choose from. The first one is, what is trying to speak to me that I can't hear? Which is a perfect time for you to be listening, since it's, for some of you it's early in the morning, for some of you it's late at night. That's when the things that like to tell you what you're missing like to talk.
Yes.
Number 2 is, why am I holding my breath? / why can't I handle this situation? Number 3 is, what am I on the run from? Number 4 is, what can I learn during this time? Number 5 is, what is my relationship with money? And the last one is, how do I handle the constant battle of us versus them? And that's, just like applicable to everything in every situation. We are individuals that, as human beings, we
move your leg. I'm freezing.
We tend to like
You're just knocking shit over.
Well, yeah, push it.
No, it was my fault. I'm saying I'm knocking shit over.
Just as humans, it doesn't matter like what situation it is. Like, there is an inherent us versus them mentality. And one of the best things that we can do to try to be better humans to each other is to break free from that mentality.
Yes.
So, that's a really good question. That's number 6.
So I am Lyra Moon. I am a tarot card reader, a spiritual advisor, and eclectic witch. And this is Lynx Vega, my girlfriend. She is currently in training to be all the things that I do and be all the things I be.
Be all that you can be.
And in the army. I knew that one. Yes. So yeah, just go ahead and drop it below, and we're going to go ahead and get started.
Right. Let's
real
do it.
quick, like.
Let's grab real quick. Let's grab Rosemarie, because she switched over from Facebook to YouTube.
Thank you,
Thank
Rose.
you for doing that. She would like number 1, which is, what is trying to speak to her that she can't hear?
Okay.
So this is for Rosemarie.
All right. Thank you for subscribing, Rose. Let me take a look at what's going on with what you aren't hearing. Interesting. Now, I'm speaking directly to Rose. Tell me about your relationship with your mother. I'm trying to gauge, is she still around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's still around?
Yeah, she responded about 1 minute beforehand. So she's still hanging out with us.
Okay. But I'm asking about her mom. If her mom
No,
is still
I'm
around.
just saying if Rose is still around.
Right.
She's still here with us. Let's see if Rose is gonna respond.
I wish the lag wasn't so severe.
No, right? My relationship with my mom is a lot better than it was in the past.
Okay. And the question itself is
what is trying to speak to me that I can't hear?
okay, so if everything's going well with your mom, I'm picking up on something with her. I think there needs to be a deeper connection here. I definitely think that it's been damaged in the past due to, past conflicts and you guys just not seeing eye to eye. I'm really picking up on your mom, I think, but I'm also seeing that what else you may be missing is that you're an amazing person. You're a very emotional person. You are drawn to follow your heart more than your head. You're more emotional than intellectual. You go with the flow. But I feel like you may be kind of missing some of your intuition. Make sure that you're picking up on those little messages that are being left for you, because I think that there's a lot that may be underneath the surface that you're not seeing. So make sure that you're diving in and you're meditating. You're doing what's necessary to go deep and search yourself. She's from YouTube, right?
Correct. Yeah, she switched over.
So I'm also seeing what could be, this is the devil. So, when the devil pops up, it can show that we're having some issues maybe in the relationship. And I originally thought you were from Facebook, so I mentally only did one. So switching the game up a little bit, it looks like this is about a relationship. What you may not be seeing about it is that it could be toxic. I see some toxicity, or possibly a partner that is not being completely themselves around you.
She said, I have done a lot to I've done a lot to my mom that I'm not proud of, but I feel like I need to share more with my mom. We both have been through a lot of the same problems.
Mm-hmm. I really think that there's something that may be troubling your partner. Or if you're not I'd be surprised if you weren't in a relationship, but if you're not in a relationship, then I would say there's definitely something weighing over you. You're very stressed out. I see that, for the most part, you kind of keep it in check, but I see that lately you've been really overwhelmed and concerned, I think maybe about finances. Do your best to save money. I know it's incredibly difficult, but I think, you'll see a lot more stability go forward if you're not so worried about the financial situation, the financial aspect of everything. All right, and that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Thanks for doing the things.
All right,
appreciate
it.
it.
Next,
let's see. We are gonna go to AC, and she switched over from Facebook to YouTube for us. So thank you, Ashley. She would love number one as well.
Okay. Thank you, AC.
What is trying to speak to her that she cannot hear?
Wow. Holy crap. Okay. Right away, we need to really work on letting go of that person that is just frustrating the hell out of you. I mean, the friendship here is just so incredibly toxic that we are really struggling to see the bigger picture. And I think the major thing that you're missing out on, because you're dwelling so hard on this person, is love. You're completely missing that there's someone that wants to be there for you, that someone's waiting for you, that they're interested in you, and that they may feel that you're too wrapped up in someone else right now to even pay them any notice. So I think you're actually causing yourself more harm than good right now, because you're so stuck on who.
She said, yeah, he reached out and that was a bad move on his end.
Yeah. You know, I think you have to do what you can to just let it go, because I don't think the situation between him and you is going to get any better. I think by holding on to it, or him holding on to it, it's just making things worse, and it's taking away real opportunities from you.
She said, I'm just angry why he even reached out after 6 months.
I believe it's because he's going through a real severe depression and possible spiritual awakening, where he's starting to understand, you know, I may have messed up here. I may have screwed up, and I don't know how, but I'd like to make it better. So he's doing the things, he's trying the stuff, and, you know, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing evidence of him attempting to make things right. But I just don't think he quite knows what to do. And in the meantime, it's hindering you from growing and, you know, experiencing more. I think there's a lot more to be said and seen once we completely cut this person out of our lives. That means blocking them. Sorry. That means, you know, cutting the cord, so to speak.
She wants to know more in depth. Why is he holding on to it?
Intuitively, he's holding on. It feels because of. Hold on, I just need. Sorry, it's so dramatic.
Wait, we get you a tissue. Wait.
And then nothing happens.
Let me save your internet face.
Elephant. I'm good. I'll sneeze in the middle of the cards. I don't care.
Okay, here. Let me just hold this in the middle of the camera.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Intuitively, I feel like he's holding on because part of him, like we've talked about, he's very manipulative, and he likes that cat and mouse game that he can play with you. If he fucks with you, then he can get a reaction out of you. You give him a reaction, and that's what he's interested in. He's interested in that pull, you know, that you can give him, that like, that tug of some sort of spark, and he's looking for someone to react to him. You know, I really think that is part of it, but I also think that part of it is he doesn't know how to deal with what he did. So he's trying to come back and fix it with you. All right, thank you, AC. I hope that helps.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna go to, let's see who else we have here from YouTube. We got
How many people are here?
7.
Cool.
We got Tisha Perez. She says, I switched over. This is Letty Rice.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, I recognize you from being around. Hello. Thank you for switching over. They would like, hang on. Switched over, but it's under kid's name. She hijacked her kid's account, so she could come in and ask for question number 1.
All right, let's take a look and see what you are not seeing, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right, it looks like you are having a rough go of it. I think you have been for some time really fighting yourself, you know, struggling to let go. You're feeling backed in the corner, like you are constantly at ends and odds with people. Lots of aggression, lots of anger. I feel like you may be getting manipulated, or you may be getting tricked or conned by someone, and this is coming so quickly at you. You know, I see, you know, someone is treating you unfairly, unjustly, and I don't know if you realize that they're headed straight for you. They are jumping in as quickly as they possibly can to tear you down, to make you feel worse, and this is not going to stop. And I think that you are trying so hard to get right to stay on track, that you're completely missing what's throwing you off in the first place. So I would take a closer look to the people that are around you, because someone is doing you dirty. All right, thank you, dear, for switching over.
Let's see. We got a couple people who's switching over. I love that. Thank you guys for doing that. We're looking at multiple platforms right here, and people are saying hi from other platforms and saying hi. So, Jessica Harrington says it's Billy LOL.
It's what?
It's Billy LOL.
Oh, hey, Billy.
And then Tisha says, "Yep, sounds correct." And Siobhan Wells from earlier today.
Hey, Siobhan.
She says, "Good morning."
Good morning.
We're still at it.
We're still doing the things.
We're burning the midnight oil.
Burning it.
That's that saying, right?
That's that saying. Mm-hmm.
That's saying.
Yes.
Good to see you. Good morning. You're making fun of my southern accent.
Your southern drawl.
Sometimes my southern drawl just slips out.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right. We're gonna take Gregory Mars Jr. would like question number 1. It is a one night. Everyone wants to know what is beyond the veil.
That's right. That's great.
Right?
That's Greg.
Oh, Greg. Oh,
from Arizona.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg. How you doing? Nice to see you tonight. All right. What are you not seeing? Dude, I don't want to tell you this. I think what at least you're not wanting to see is very much so that a lot of what's in your life right now related to your family, particularly your wife, I think that there's a lot of unhappiness here, a lot of struggle, a lot of suffering and arguments and words that don't get heard, and conversations that go unfinished because you guys aren't hearing each other out. And I think that what's needed is to spend some time repairing this relationship. I definitely think it's possible to fix it, but I think you need to act quickly and start moving mountains for her. Because I think that she's starting to wonder, how much does he actually care about us? I mean, you have a whole fleet of children. I know you know how to do the kid thing, but you got to put more, I think, oomph into the relationship. I have met her a handful of times. She's a wonderful person. I know that you guys have an amazing connection. Just work on the connection that you have going forward. I think that's really what you're needing right now, is to fix that connection so you guys can really strengthen together instead of apart. But I think that's what's happening right now that you might need going forward. Thank you for being here, Greg. And I'm sorry things are kind of rocky right now, but I think that things are going to get better once you start working on it.
He says, "Hello, ladies," and he's happy for my training. Thank you. I'm stoked too. Been in training for a long, long time, so I'm just kind of like, I'm holding it back.
Yep.
I'm holding it back before I get to drop the knowledge. Next up, we're gonna go to Jessica Harrington / Billy. She says, I'm not tech savvy, still learning. I'm 43. I'll make my own YouTube just for you ladies.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you. And she would like number 1 or number 4, whichever, either one you are drawn to. So either we can continue down the the what is trying to speak to me that
What's
I
number
cannot
4?
hear, or what can I learn during this time?
I like number 1. Number 1's interesting.
It is. That's why everybody's loving it.
YouTube, right?
Correct.
Okay.
She jumped over. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you. All right. Are you in a relationship? Oh, wait. I do not want to say the things unless I know what's going on. Because...
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Greg says, thank you, Lyra. Needed to hear this.
Yeah, you're welcome, Greg. Are we still on for meeting up at the end of the month? He's coming out here and he wanted to come by and say hi.
Sweet. That would be
We
cool.
can meet our son. Yeah.
That'd be rad. I know you were just in here like 3 minutes ago. Where are you?
Come back!
Jessica Harrington, come back!
Why, Jessica Harrington? Why?
I gotta gesture
Why?
towards the camera. Why? Oh man.
Well, anything? Nothing?
Nada.
Nada. Alright.
Okay. Well, thank you for doing that. We did a three pull. I can't talk today.
3 card pull.
I'm so tired. We did that. But thank you for doing that.
If you come back in, we'll go ahead and read for you. Yeah. You want to write them down real quick? I'll just
Greg
take
says definitely coming through. Oh, she's back. She says thank you. Wait, you're here? Wait, we have a question for you.
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
Okay, there she is. She says it's complicated.
Yeah, I can tell it's freaking complicated.
It looks
That's why I'm looking at
complicated
this
as heck.
going like, what the hell, you know? Okay, so I see what you're not seeing, which is that, you know, I mean, he seems like an okay guy, but I think this okay person is just okay. Not very overwhelming, not anything to brag about. And I think that
So she said, my boyfriend died, still married, say it please, I love Blunt.
fuck.
I don't
So
get
he's
hurt
dead?
easily, just say what you need.
Well, I think, okay, I'm looking at this entirely differently. I see the hurt that you're experiencing. I see that it feels like you were stabbed all over the heart, and this is just ripping you apart, or it can also be that it's like a small pinprick in your heart that just keeps subtly bleeding. Just and you're really struggling, I think, to find happiness. But here's the thing, like, I think you have happiness like right around the corner for you. I see a new opportunity coming in. But I almost get the feeling that maybe you aren't willing to take this opportunity just yet. I think this person that is coming in, you know, they have a lot of energy that I think is really going to benefit you if that's something that you want to do going forward. But I get the feeling that there's still some work left to be had on you, on letting go of this. And one thing that's really great, you know, that I tell people, because I've lost 32 people in my whole life. I'm 30, and I've lost 32 people. 4 people last year. You know, just it goes and goes and goes. Like 2 people last month. So, you know, I
see the moon back, and every time you say that, because we did that math together for the first time,
yeah,
and it's just like, whew.
Yeah,
it's an unusual amount of people for one individual.
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot of stuff from that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one thing that I like to do when I'm trying to reconnect with the lost or is I like to take an incense out into nature and light it with a match and just communicate with them, just talk with them. It's so nurturing and reassuring to be able to express oneself in such a way, a profound way, with nature all around you. I really feel like that is one of the best things that you can do. And the one thing that you'll always know is that that person's love never goes anywhere. So even when you're feeling like completely lost and there's no hope, they're not that far away. All you have to do is think about them, and there they are. It's a different form. It takes a different strength, but it's worth learning because it'll really help you, I think, work through some of this that you're feeling right now.
She says, true, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is absolutely true. Even, even for people who don't believe it, if you still do it and you attempt to do it, connecting with the people that we've lost is not as hard as we would think.
Mm-hmm.
She says, awesome. I have a lot of personal work. Whoa, sorry for your losses.
Yeah, thank you. And, good luck to you, hun.
For reals. All right, what do we got here? We're going to go up to Queen Hari. Liked and subscribed with like number 1.
Okay, let's take a look. This is for who? I'm sorry?
Her name is Queen Hari.
Queen Hari. Okay, let's take a look at what you aren't seeing. You too?
Correct.
Okay, I have 2 totally conflicting answers here. Are you in a relationship, Queen? Miss Queenie? Because I have one card that says you aren't in or are you having an affair possibly?
She says yes.
She is in a relationship. Well, just want to pull more cards. Is there someone else that you're interested in?
No affair.
Okay, so then what this looks like to me would be... Let me move these cards away. I'm not saying that there is an affair going on. I was just trying to figure out what this specifically could mean. So, I think that for the most part, you and your partner have a really strong, committed relationship. I think that the partnership is really good for the most part, but I do sense that there are times where the stability is just not there, where you feel like you're getting the rug pulled from under you and you're just not connected. I see that there's a difficulty with, I think, hearing one another out, with being able to share how we're doing, what we're experiencing, what we need from one another. And so the communication starts to fumble, and it gets harder to work on those sorts of things because, you're not putting any the effort, or maybe you're just not willing to communicate fully about your feelings. I think, you're really missing out on a huge lesson here, a huge moment of growth between you and your partner by expressing yourself more, by being more assertive, by stepping up, by saying the things that need to be said. I think you are definitely within reach of a new opportunity, of a new level of strength between you two, but you're just not reaching it yet. So I encourage you to start changing things up, connect with your partner a little bit better and see what happens.
I just hit like a sneaky wall. So, like,
you want to do a couple
So I
more?
do like a couple more and call it.
Sure.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because in our time zone, it's very, very late. Let's see, especially considering the chat has not been giving us a lot of stuff here.
Is there anyone else?
Actually, right now we're for people who have followed the instructions on the bottom of the ticker tape. Yep.
Okay.
Well, we have one person though that I would like to grab.
Okay.
Dino, because he switched over from Facebook to YouTube about.
Is that like the guy I work with?
I don't know. Dino S-S-I.
I don't know his last name.
E-U-S-D-I-O. Dino, D-H-I-N-O.
That's how he spells his first name.
Cool. Maybe it's him.
Maybe it's him.
But he said, question number 1, please. Maybe because it's late, but it definitely feels like shadow work.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I see healing coming from a difficult situation. What you aren't seeing is that I think, there is healing properties trying to happen all around you, but you are ignoring these messages. You're not seeing the opportunities to take a moment for yourself and do the work. I think you are avoiding it. I think you are, not, you also might be having a hard time getting support from your family to do this. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with your family, but it does look like things are a little rocky there. But oddly enough, you mentioned shadow work. This is the card of shadow work. This is the High Priestess, who represents what? A tarot card reader too. So this is going to
He
says
yeah. Hi.
Oh, hey.
He says hello, ladies.
Hey,
hello.
what's up? Okay, so
I didn't want to make you lose your train.
this is my girlfriend. You've
He
met
goes-
her a
he goes,
handful of times.
Yeah, it's me from the psychic eye.
Hey,
what he
what's
says,
up?
smiley
What's
face.
up?
Hi, good to see you.
Are you coming on Saturday? Anyway, so High Priestess. So this is going to be telling you that you got to go inward for some self-reflection. I think there's something that you aren't seeing, something that needs to be talked about or discussed, and you're not going to see this kind of clarity unless you go inward for some real self-reflection, doing meditation, doing Reiki, chakra balancing. I think that that's really what you need right now. We should do a more detailed reading sometime. Maybe on lunch or something. But I think for the most part, there's just more beyond the veil, and you're right at the precipice of peeking beyond it and seeing what's there. So just dive a little further, and you'll be golden. All right, thanks for popping on with us, Dina. I hope to see you on Saturday.
Yes, indeed. There was one person who said, you aren't taking questions off of Facebook. We totally are. Everything is just Russian roulette style. We are doing everything. We have multiple platforms, and when they scroll down through the bottom, that's where we grab the things from. So we're not ignoring anybody or anything like that. Just waiting for comments, and we're about on our last one.
But we kind of are ignoring the people that aren't sharing and following. So you got to let us know you're sharing, following, and what your question is all in one go.
Yes.
Or we skip those.
Yeah. All on the. I always don't know where to put my finger. The ticker tape. Just follow the ticker tape. Follow the ticker tape. And,
all right. And who's the last one?
All right. Tina says, yeah, it's nice to see a different side of Vega. I love it. Yeah. Then he said, yeah, that's super accurate. I've been trying to do a lot of healing, and expelling definitely a lot more to go.
Yeah, I definitely sense that that's where you've been working really hard to just move on from things, to let things go, and to not let them affect you anymore. You know, keep having that patience, and I think a good meditation and yoga would really go far for you.
And he says, thanks a lot.
Yeah, of course.
To both of you. Absolutely. So nice to see familiar faces around here. That's so
around
awesome.
These parts.
Around these parts right here. Real quick. Alright, last one?
Yeah.
Alright, gonna take Jacqueline Salinas. Is Nado Sosa planning to have something serious with me?
Okay. Facebook?
YouTube.
Unfortunately, honey, I have 3 no's. I have 3 no cards. I don't see it happening. I think he's just messing with you. I think there's mind games, and I also think there's a third party involved. You know, I think that there's a lot of flirtation, and he is not doing you fair. So no, I don't think that he is remotely ready for a relationship. I think he is really battling himself a lot. I see a lot of, arguments within himself and just constantly at odds with everybody else. And he's incredibly indecisive. He has no idea what he wants to do. He needs to let the blindfold fall off so that he can see what's really happening in his own world. And that's to say that you do too. I don't think this is the right guy for you, unfortunately. I think he's just kind of stringing you along right now. All right, guys, thank you for joining us. This has been Lyra Moon and Lynx Vega. Just coming at you live for a little bit tonight, for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
For the hex of it.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow, and we will see you guys then. All right, take care, everybody. Good night.
Good night.